PlayStation.
All gravity can catch me on the moon. Multi-personalities, you know I done lost all gravity can catch me on the moon. Me and Brody in the boondocks, Huey and Riley. You know I get a big ghetto mix Gucci with Nike. I'm using the polite. I let the polite. Near
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Zion Williamson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points. They haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And now the New York Knicks starters. We've got Jalen Brunson. Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the two-guard position. And for the Pelicans, a bit forward, Ingram and Williamson. The guard set is Alvarado and McCollum. And it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint. Towns for 3. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
Williamson, the pass to Tice. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Both free throws good from Tice. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Willie Green had a few moments to share with me. Now, Coach said they need to take away Jalen Brunson's weapons and make him make plays, especially from outside. Coach said Brunson is a great distributor. He gets all of his teammates involved. We need to take away his weapons and make him shoot the 3. We'll see if the defense can do that. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And so here is New Orleans. The Knicks making the shot. The drive by Williamson. Makes it off the glass.
Well, even when you know Williamson's going to drive the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do to stop him.
Brunson outside. To the paint. And the dunk by Towns.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Towns against Williamson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Williamson's got his second basket.
Yeah, that's Zion's bread and butter. Absorbing and dishing out contact inside.
Anunoby passes to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Ingram deciding where to go with it. The 17-footer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Anunoby finds Robinson. New York moving the ball around. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
What a powerful dunk by Towns. Showing the rim no mercy.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the Timberwolves at Target Center. And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to talk to his guys.
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Zion Williamson. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's putting up 13 points a game, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
Good on the shot.
That's great seeing Ingram there using his reach on the glass.
Brunson outside. Towns against Williamson. Robinson down low. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They trail by 7. Pass to Tice. McCollum with the ball. They double-team McCollum. Tice, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Tice has got 5 now.
Well, clever as always. You can expect McCollum to spot and exploit those gaps.
Here's Brunson. Back to Towns. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Stolen by Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Pelicans trail by 9. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. And let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Clock is at 3. A deep 3 from Ingram. Rebounded by Hart.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
To the middle, Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The latest story right now is out of Minnesota and the Timberwolves trade with the San Antonio Spurs. They know future Hall of Famer Chris Paul has bounced around a little bit in his later years, but he has the skill set this team was looking for. His ability to run the offense, elevate a team's basketball IQ is something they desperately wanted. I'm told it might be a short-term rental, but CP3 should provide a big boost.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And timeout called by Willie Green. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the Pelicans making a change here. Hawkins is checked in. While we got a moment, let's now show you the teams that have led the NBA in blocks during the past month. Second, the Knicks.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Now Ingram. His last outing with 20 points. Stolen away. Down low. Dadier shot is off.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You got to make those.
The Knicks leading by 7. Here's Kolek. Pass to Dadier. Here's Kolek. Drives to the hoop. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Hawkins with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Williamson in the post. Achua's on him, and that one's good, Williamson. 1:12 left in the first quarter. Here's Kolek. Scoreless thus far. To the inside, Simmons, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
51 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Williamson. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
There's a screen by Achua to the middle. Pass to Dadier. Some nice passing by New York here. 6 on the shot clock. Kolek. Good D by Williamson. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Jones, the pass to Williamson. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now McBride. Pass to Kolek. For 3. Headshot off. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
And so it's New Orleans with it. It's a 5-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
Hawkins is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Javonte Green. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Jones in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Kolek. No scoring in this one. Outside, Jones. Green with a screen for Jones. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Knicks leading by 5. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Brunson against Hawkins. Down low. Here's Achua. A dunk by Achua.
And the way that Brunson is just so calm in the pick and roll, boy, he is smooth.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, no secret the Pelicans will go as far as their star forwards, Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, take them. Guard C.J. McCollum said, I think they've grown a lot. They're seeing how good we've been and how close we are to being great. That's motivation to keep taking the right steps and sacrifice whatever's required to get over that hump. Kevin?
And David, that up has been pretty big for this team. I'm hopeful they're going to get over it. Thank you for the report. Now here's McCollum. 9 points last game out. No good on the triple. The Knicks leading by 5. McBride finds Brunson. Now Achua. Here's Golick. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Pass to Sims. Back to Brunson. Brunson with a head of steam. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So for the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Green. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Hawkins. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Ingram outside. And stolen by Achua. Fast break, here they come. Here's Hart. Finished off the break. And it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now here's McCollum. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Williamson is checked in for Trey Murphy. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Jones looking for an opening. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Ingram. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Brunson finds Towns. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Here's Ingram.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
Brunson kicks to Towns. Pass to Hart. Over to the left wing. New York, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Jones with it. Williamson outside. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Now here's Towns. 18 points for him. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yes, such a strong player. Even the foul can't throw Towns off the court.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Trey Murphy's checked in for the Pelicans. The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
To end the run, buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
New York leading by 9. Here's Brunson. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Williamson kicks to Jones. Back to Williamson. Here's Alvarado. Payne covering. Alvarado passes to Williamson. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. Here's Payne to the paint. Here's Towns. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 11. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. That one good for 2.
This speaks to how confident Murphy is. Excellent at recognizing when to take these shots.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Daniel Tice is checked in for New Orleans. Collin comes in for Jones. And the Knicks making a change here. Alvarado with the steal. Here's McCollum. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, McCollum really can hit from anywhere. He's got every move.
Payne up top. He's defended by Alvarado.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for C.J. McCollum? Averaging about 11 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Inside, Alvarado. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum. Alvarado's got his first points in this one. There's a screen by Robinson. To the middle. It's deflected. It's stolen by Tice. Here's McCollum. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. They get the rebound, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Knicks. They're 4th in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season.
And seeing where the Knicks are, it hasn't been the type of fully dominant season that a lot of the experts predicted, but they're still in a position that many other teams would envy at this point.
Yeah, many teams run into challenges, even the elite ones. They just need to recover and get their play back to where it was.
So it's the Pelicans now. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. Clock at 6. McCollum kicks to Williamson. Robinson with the block, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Number 5, Precious Achua.
New York leading by 7. There's the pick. Knocked loose. Anunoby passes to Hart. And he drives in, and the shot goes down.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
For 3, Ingram. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the New York Knicks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
And see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drum roll. All right, they're measuring up the shot.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the New Orleans Pelicans.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
Everyone's jacked up to see Chris Paul join the organization. The leadership and the wisdom he brings to a team is truly invaluable. He's like having a star player and a star coach on the floor at the same time.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
For an update on Karl Anthony Towns' injury, let's go over to David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer from New York gave us some information. He told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky. It's amazing. He's good to come back into the game. In fact, Kevin, he's already back in the game.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. They've got Towns. Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Now here's Williamson.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Brunson the pass to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pelicans trail by 8. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. McCollum outside. That one drops for him. That's 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
D.A., it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Here's Ingram after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Williamson, the pass to Tice. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
You know, Zion doesn't get enough credit for how he shares the ball. He is a really good passer.
Here's Anunoby. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
3 points.
Anunoby's got his second bucket tonight.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
McCollum outside. Back to Ingram. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Robinson with the block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. New York leading by 9. Brunson the pass to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now, here's Tice. He has 7. Now here's McCollum. Pass to Williamson. Shoots over Towns. And it's Williamson missing.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option then.
Brunson kicks to Hart. Stolen by McCollum. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. The Knicks making a switch here. Payne's checked in.
For the Knicks, number 1.
And here is Williamson. He's got 10. Tice with a screen on Towns. Williamson, the pass to Tice. Count it, good. Tice has got 9.
The basketball mind Williamson has is special. Just knows how to break the D down in that pick and roll.
Now here's Payne. Down low. Here's Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 8 here in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Williamson. And no good that time. Towns with the defensive effort. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Rebounded by McCollum. Pelicans trail by 11. A veteran in the NBA, C.J. McCollum, seems to have adjusted nicely, don't you think, to his role as elder statesman.
Kevin, even going back years, I always thought that C.J. McCollum was one of the most consistent guys in the league. Seems like every time you check the box score, he'd have over 20 points, but never like 40, just every night. Pencil him in, 20 to 30 in those range, 5 or 6 assists, high percentage. This guy is as consistent as they come.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Jones is checked in.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
That one goes in. He has 7.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Here's Kolek. Lays it up and off the glass. Kolek has got the lead up to 14 now for New York.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Ingram outside. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Williamson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Towns for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Tice sets a screen for Williamson. Back to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's lethal from that 3-point line. The defense must guard McCollum better than this.
With the drive, here's Kolek. Pass to Towns. Misses the layup.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Stan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scorers along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What a talent. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Javonte Green, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Kolek, defended by Jones. Kolek, no good.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Jones dishes to McCollum. And stolen by Achua. Rob. Here he goes. Boom, he jams it straight down.
There's some power behind Murphy's drive. He can be aggressive when he wants to be.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
And that one's good. Kolek. Kolek has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
New York leading by 9. Pass to Achua. Here's Kolek. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Lays it up and banks it in. Kolek has got his third basket of the night right there. New Orleans gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Jones, the pass to McCollum. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, when he finds his flow, McCollum can be a thorn in the side of the defense with how he can fill it out.
Payne with it. Now Green defending. Payne's shot is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Williamson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Zion is such a problem for any defense. You can't help but use a foul to try and slow him down.
The Pelicans have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Williamson. The Knicks leading by 9. Pass to Sims. Back to Payne. Here's Kolek. That 3 off the mark. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Knicks lead by 9. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Sharing the wing spots, it's Jones and Ingram. Javonte Green is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Alvarado in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Ray, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Outside, Jones. Here's the 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Well, Murphy takes a good number of threes for a reason, because he knows how effective he can be from the arc.
Brunson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The first one falls.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
No good on the second free throw.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations. And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Shot on the wing. The Knicks pull it in. Sims has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Brunson. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
Launches it. It's hauled in by Achua. The Knicks leading by 13. Brunson kicks to Achua. There's a screen by Achua. To the paint. Over Jones. Out to the right wing. Here's Kolek. Sims the pass to Achua. Brunson with it. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up again. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And the Knicks lead by 15.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Ingram outside. They need this. He takes it up and lays it in. Ingram's got 9 points here in the second half.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Now here's Brunson. And the baseline jumper, no good. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Alvarado. Brunson covering.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Trains the three-pointer. McBride's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pelicans trail by 16. Here's Alvarado. Pass to Ingram. Now Jones. And stolen by Achua. Right wing. Brunson, left side. Sims. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Alvarado. And that one drops for him.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. New Orleans making some changes here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Green. Williamson comes in for Trey Murphy. And McCollum subbed in for Herbert Jones. Brunson outside. Towns in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Back to Brunson.
Right here.
And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson double team. Pass to Tice. Here's McCollum. Defended by Hart. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, Zion is a magnet for fouls when he's operating in the paint.
That free throw good from Williamson. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Now here's Ingram. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Williamson in the post, defended by Towns. That shot misses. The Knicks leading by 17. Anunoby outside. New York missing again.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Here's Brunson. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. A moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Pelicans trail by 19. Now Williamson. McCollum outside for the 3. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Now here's Williamson to the inside. Tice, and it's blocked. Pass to Kolek. Here's Sims. Here's Kolek. He's defended by Alvarado. Pulls up on the wing. Kolek, no good.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. It's Ingram on the wing. Back to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
He is such a powerful dunker. When Zion is cleared for takeoff, he doesn't pass up those opportunities.
Here's Kolek. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Kolek.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Yep, that one goes.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
To the wing right side. Here's Kolek. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Williamson. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.